Okay, so what's the process on this one? What are we doing?
Well, since we're going around and we're going to be interacting with so many fine patrons at so many lovely locations, we're going to need to refresh ourselves and the audience on the do's and don'ts of bar conversation etiquette.
Bar conversation etiquette. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like. We really appreciate it.
Hey guys, you know what this means? Dino came through. I got my burger.
I've known you a long time, Dino.
Yeah.
And you have never, ever made me a cheeseburger.
You know what, man? Next time you come, it's
Go buy an
on for
RV.
sure.
Yeah, go buy an RV.
Oh, that's right. You're not a buyer.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers are for buyers, okay?
By the way, Dino, great burger. But what this means is I'm now a proud owner of a bus that I just bought from Mike Thompson's RV. That's why I got the burger. We're going to be coming to you soon. Look for the bus, guys. Great burger.
How you're supposed to behave in bars. First of all, the most important thing is don't disrespect anybody in a bar. You know, you go to a bar to have a good time and enjoy yourself. If somebody else gets squirrely,
And you will see people getting squirrely.
yeah, you will.
Let them make their mistakes.
Yep. And you walk the other way.
Yeah.
And you're the one that's going to be better for it because it never works out well.
No, and I feel like if you're in a bar long enough, it's bound to happen, any location, and it is a great place to learn, mind your business.
Yeah. You know, shocking, people are actually drinking there and getting drunk, right? So they're going to be, causing trouble. The other thing, giving the bartender shit. And that, I need another drink, yo, bartender, doing that kind of shit. You put your cocktail out in front of you. If it's empty, put it out in front of you, and the good bartender will notice it, and they'll bring you one up and ask you if you want something else. But if you go screaming at a bartender, they got a lot of things going on in their head, and they're managing a lot of customers and trying to give everybody great service. You got to let them do that.
Absolutely. I also wouldn't give them any lip about their selection, whether it's beer, wine, any type of liquor you wish they had. They've got something for you.
And at the end of the day, guys, you're the guest.
It is their party, it is their house, and you need to wipe your feet at the door.
Absolutely.
I couldn't imagine mouthing off of me like, "Oh, I can't believe you don't have my type of whiskey here." What? If I'm not doing the ordering, get out of here. Find something you can drink.
Not only that, but, especially if it's an established bar, they know their regular clientele.
Absolutely.
And they know their regular clientele is going to want this. So, you're Joe Schmo, once in a lifetime guy, and you want whatever kind of bourbon. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to go out and spend $30 on a bottle of bourbon just to make you one drink.
No. And I feel like that snotty bourbon customer, $30 will still be beneath them.
Well, that tells you my taste.
And let me tell you something that's super important, especially to you young folks, because us old guys learned this a long time ago. When you go in with your friends and there's 6 or 7 of you, and you guys all order, when the bartender gets there, first of all, know what the fuck you want to drink. Okay, that's number one.
Be ready to rock by the time you need to order. Yeah.
Number two, when you get the check, don't say we want to split it 6 fucking ways. Have one credit card and you guys figure it out.
Well, or don't order a single drink and tip on just that one. Leave your tab open and get what you want.
Yeah, especially if you know you're going to stay there.
Yeah.
Just leave your tab open.
Yeah, and I'd say if you're doing a bar crawl or a pub crawl, which I think as the weather's turning a little colder, we're approaching Oktoberfest like we were saying recently, super fun thing to do if y'all can handle yourselves.
Totally.
Have an agreement amongst everybody that okay, we're going to 6 places, there are 12 of us, we'll split the group in 2 and we'll get, say, 6 people on this card at bar A, 6 people on this card at bar B. Yeah. Spread just as much as you're spreading the love, tipping your bartender, spread the obligation and share the tabs around, honestly. Make it easy on them, single tip, make it easy on you guys, and cover each other.
And don't order 6 drinks where you got probably 60, 70 bucks, 80 bucks, and tip the bartender $1, okay? That's hard work, and you got to be respectful of their art form and what they're doing.
I would say most of the folks like I know that are my age and younger than me are good tippers. They have worked those jobs before, and they know 20% is like the baseline of what you would do.
Boy, I know a lot of bartenders that would disagree with you, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the older guys come in during the day, and they tip extremely well. I mean, they're tipping 50%, 30%.
Yeah.
And 20% is I think the standard, right?
That's your floor level right there. Yeah.
Thank you. That's the floor. So, but these guys get drunk. And how many times do you see the walk of shame in the afternoon when you see all these kids come in? Is my credit card here?
Yes.
No, it's not. How many other bars did you hit? Well, I can't remember. All right. So, remember where you left your card.
But another one that you say with tipping, especially with tipping, and this is what I do. Like, a friend of mine owns a bar over in HB, and he'll come in and he'll buy the whole bar around, which is freaking cool.
Sure.
But I feel like it's my obligation to throw a couple of extra bucks to the bartender. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still making the drink.
Yeah, you're still making the drink, and he's going to tip on what he
bought. Yeah.
But still, you need to let that bartender know, hey, I appreciate, this guy may have paid for a $300 round for the bar or whatever.
I'm going to guarantee you guys, if you walk into a bar and you've tipped well in that bar and that bar is completely packed, that bartender's going to see you and you're going to get your drink like that.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a shitty tipper, you'll never get noticed. I mean, and rightfully so.
Oh, you're 100% right there, Hammer. I mean, it's like I've been to bars one time and gone back the next time, and the bartender come right straight up to you and say, hey, I remember you're drinking vodka soda lime, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how many times do we walk into the bars that we know, before you walk into the front door, they see you outside, there's the drink's already sitting there by the time you get there.
That's another one. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is, right?
Yeah, Ed, I agree with you. Just as much as we were saying, don't be mad if the bar doesn't have your specific drink that you like to keep at home. Also, don't be mad if they make their cocktails slightly different than you would at home, because that's an experienced bartender back there. They know what they're doing. Don't be trying to send the drink back because it ain't boozy enough for you.
Well, my thing is, too, it's like, it's like, it's a cocktail.
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, when you start putting all these ingredients in it, it really don't matter what vodka you're using.
That's right.
Because once you squeeze lime in it, guess what it's going to taste like?
Hopefully good lime.
Yeah.
But a drink is, it's a sculpture, and it's made a certain way. If you put too much of this or too much of that, it's no longer that drink.
Yeah, the chemistry of it is a little important, and I would say trust the person behind the bar to do that for sure.
Absolutely. And you guys, if you want to get drunk, sit home and, just guzzle a bottle of vodka. But if you want to go out, listen, a bar is not a place to get drunk. A bar is a place to interact with other humans, and socialize.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's a social experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And your experiment is how well are you going to behave, right? So if you send that cocktail back, good luck. Let's see how long. Set your timer on how long it takes to come back.
Well, not only that, but he's going to probably hock a loogie in it, too.
Sure. Oh,
well, that would be if Ed's bartending, be careful.
Oh, I'm going to swizzle stick it with my pecker. It's like I'm stirring that thing with 6 inches of loveliness.
So if you like peckers, hit that subscribe and like, okay? Jesus. I don't know.
That'll never make it.
No, it's not going to make it.
Come on, what about my swizzle dance?
Swizzle dance.
I do think feeling like you're owed something in the bar is ridiculous. Don't be thinking you need free shots. The only thing you are owed in the bar is your tab. That's
what you paid for. That's all you're owed.
Mm-hmm.
And gentlemen, this this is a no-no. When you've got a couple of ladies talking and you decide to walk in and, be cool and talk to them, and they say, we're having a conversation, we're really not in the mood tonight to, have new friends, understand those boundaries and be a good boy and go sit back where you were and have another drink.
Yeah. Know when to buzz off and don't let it have any sort of influence on your pride or your confidence.
Absolutely.
People's days are their days. It doesn't have to be about you.
Right.
Just go ahead.
And don't get angry,
Exactly.
guys.
Yeah.
Don't get angry, because I don't care how bad you think you are. If you're the baddest man on the planet, when you got 10 huge bouncers, it's probably not going to go well for you. So always bow out and say thank you, and then you get to keep enjoying that place.
I mean, there's for sure that, but even just like personal integrity, right? Like, this is a place where people are there to work and people are there to socialize.
What's their profession?
Right.
Well, think about this. We've had bartenders on here. We had Jeff, love you, brother, from the saloon in Newport Beach, California, on this podcast a couple of years ago. And he was in a whole different corporate career. And he got tired of it. And so he was going to, for a minute, he was going to bartend while he was going to figure out what he was going to do. And, 30 years later, he's still bartending. It's a great career. And that's what he decided as a career. So don't look down on your servers and your bartenders, because that's their choice.
Yeah.
And it's a good job.
And honestly, to be the person who can go in there and run a bar with a great vibe and quality drinks,
Oh, yeah.
that takes a skill, man. That's not everybody.
It's
That,
tough.
Yeah.
That is a skill, because if you start giving me shit and I was tending bar, I'm going to start throwing shit at you. So,
Yeah.
all good for those bartenders.
Yeah.
They keep their cool.
Yeah, you're getting a beer bottle chunked at you.
Yeah, definitely.
Amber, I got a question, though. And Adam,
Okay.
so what about the creepy guy that's always in the corner staring down the hot girls? You know what I mean? It's like you said.
I've only got
But-
busted like 4 times for that. Okay.
Hammer, it was, you were slightly inebriated.
Yeah, maybe 5.
But no, you know what I'm saying. You got this. You always got one guy that it's like
Yeah.
he's not going to walk up to a lady in a bar and try and start a conversation, but he thinks if I sit here and stare her down long enough, she's going to notice me because I'm the shit.
Because I'm the thing to look at in here.
What about the creepy guy with the bucket of beers that are going around?
Hey,
giving it to-
It only needed to work once, and it did, and I'm happily married. Thank you.
Yeah, we know.
That is an honest story.
Ed, to your point, I think it's just poor execution of like representing that dude.
But you know
like,
what I mean? It's
yeah,
like-
like he's making the conscious choice to not show who he is.
Right. And the reason why I said that is because me and Jill was out this last weekend.
Yeah.
At our favorite dive over in
The
Huntington.
wife.
And
Was that supposed to be air quotes?
No, that was not air quotes.
You looked
That's-
like you were just...
No, there was
That's
something
more
else
like
that we
your-
yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
more
blew
like
that
your-
one. Come on, man. You weren't supposed to do that.
but
Okay.
no, we had this one friend over there, and I was like, dude, man, why are you staring down these 2 girls playing pool? And he says, well, they told me they were lesbians. I said,
I'm sorry. I'm still waiting for a reason.
Yeah.
I said, so why are you staring them down? He says, well, I went over there and was trying to talk to them, and they told me they were. I said, you know why they probably told you they were lesbian? He says, no, why? I said, because you're sitting over here like some weird pervert staring them down.
Yeah.
I said, they're cute young ladies.
And because you look like a weird pervert, the only way they can justify it in your eyes that they can be allowed to have some time out playing pool is if they're together.
And well, that's what I was telling him. I said, dude, you went way past the normal line when you're sitting here just doing this, staring at them, watching them shoot pool.
Yeah, panting like a dog on a summer
Yeah,
day. Bro,
and-
shut your mouth.
And he's like, well, I was watching the football game. I said, no, you weren't. I said, every time this girl bent over to make a shot, me and Jill were watching you, and you were like just foaming at the mouth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and I'm like, man, you can't do that. And
No.
you're my age, by the way. This guy's mid-50s.
Holy shit.
And these girls were, I don't know, mid-20s maybe.
That's when you do the crab right on out the door.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, they shot one game of pool and hauled
Yeah, of
ass.
course.
I mean,
if you're
'Cause they
gonna
didn't feel
make them
comfortable.
feel,
For sure, which is a bummer for that bar to now be
Yeah.
associated with that dude's weird vibe.
and guys, especially for you guys out there, listen, guys don't go to bars where there's not chicks. So if you make the chicks feel uncomfortable,
yeah.
I mean, you're blowing the program. I mean, you just ruined the play. They're
Yeah.
going to lose the game.
Yep.
Yeah, and beyond, like, you're ruining it for the establishment
Absolutely.
and the other human beings, right? Like, the girls who would enjoy going there, the dudes who would enjoy taking them there if they got so lucky, right?
Well, it's like you said, man. It's a social experiment.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's this person's, honestly, it's their house.
It is their house.
It's, it's their, like, this is their job. This is what they do. This is how they feed their families. And, it's not up. I shouldn't be in there making it harder.
No.
I should be making it easier as a good patron.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys, a bartender's job is to start the party and keep the party going. Your job is to enjoy the party, okay? Not tear it down, not abuse it. So make sure you tip those bartenders well, you treat those servers well, and all's good. We're all going to have a good time. If you want good service, you have to take care of the server, period.
Oh, definitely.
So guys, listen, be kind to your bartenders, be kind to the other patriots, hit that subscribe and like, and do me a favor, tell me your favorite dive bar in the comments. Catch you next time.